Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Oneida Nation Reservation in Wisconsin. It is Sunday, May 2nd, and we're here with the Oneida Business Committee and Gaming Management to discuss a recent incident that occurred at our property, our adjoining property to the Radisson and the casino. Speaking with us here today, we have Chairman DeHassy Hill, we have Vice Chairman Brandon Yellowbird Stevens, and we have our Gaming General Manager, Louise Cornelius. And with that, we'll open with a statement from Chairman Hill.
Suguli, hello everyone. I'd first like to start off by giving my deepest heartfelt condolences to the families affected by this incident that happened on our reservation and on our property. And also a big thank you, Yonko, to all the multi-jurisdictional police response to this incident. We understand police force was quickly on site, and again, we're just trying to make sure we're taking a balanced approach. This has been less than 24 hours since this incident happened, and so we've done our best to pull together as the Oneida Business Committee and our senior management to make sure that we're providing our employees the best response we can at this time. And so again, we're just trying to make sure we have a balanced approach to recovery from this situation, making sure we're taking care of physical health and safety, making sure mental health is being taken care of, and also spiritual health. So we want to make sure we continue to move forward with a balanced approach to recovery from this terrible situation. And so I guess at that, I would like to turn it over to Vice Chairman Brandon Yellowbird Stevens.
Good afternoon. I'd like to thank everyone for being here today, and to extend what the chairman has said, we wanted to make sure that we acknowledge the supporting agencies, Brown and Outagamie counties, law enforcement agencies, emergency management systems. The Visitor Convention Bureau was on site last night to make sure they were helping out with the patrons of the Radisson, and we have been in contact with the White House Intergovernmental Affairs Office, as well as the Secretary Deb Haaland of the Interior, sent their well wishes to us and offered support. And so, as we're, as the chairman said, less than 24 hours into this incident, we're still getting information. We're still coordinating our efforts, making sure that our employees and patrons have ample opportunity for the resources to be provided by not only the Oneida Nation and surrounding agencies. And what we want to make particular in this incident that, as it happens in the Oneida Nation community, that we treat our community like family. And as this happens on our reservation, we treat the situation like family, like it happened to us. And so we send those heartfelt condolences to those affected, as well as those that had to be on site and in close proximity of the incident. We wanted to make sure that they have ample resources on site, yes, last night and today, and as long as they need them. And so to continue that effort, we wanted to make sure that our community, as well as the broader community, understand how Oneida Nation handles this situation as a family, as a nation. And we want a broader community to understand that we will continue to do our best. Our utmost possible resources will be dedicated to the recovery and long-term impacts, not only to the families but to the broader community as well. And we want to make sure that Northeast Wisconsin is safe, that we're working continually with the local agencies and municipalities, that they understand that we need to work and continue to work together on incidents and to prevent incidents like this from happening. And so we're going to do a preparedness analysis after this is all done, making sure this is the best thing that could have happened in our response. And there's no way that we can prevent some of these things like this to happen. We want to make sure that we have ample support and response times. Like as the chairman said, the law enforcement was on site within minutes. And so making sure that we're all talking to each other and communicating at the best possible at the best possible efficient manner. And with that, I'll turn it over to our Gaming General Manager, Luis Cornelius.
Thank you, Vice Chairman. My name is Luis Canales. I'm the Gaming General Manager, and I will reiterate what our Chairman and our Vice Chairman has said to each of you today. All of us at Oneida Casino are heartbroken for the families and friends of those affected by this horrific event. Though the event didn't take place in the casino, we want to thank our security, our employees for the quick and proficient evacuation and implementation of our planned safety protocols that we have in place. Safety and security of our staff and guests has always been our top priority and will continue to do so. That commitment was evident with our staff last night. And thank you to our guests who complied quickly with the evacuation instructions. Although we're devastated by the events, it's comforting to know our community is not alone as we work through this tragedy. Our main airport and Irene Moore activity locations will remain closed until we're advised otherwise by investigating authorities. We are providing employee assistance services at the Irene Moore activity locations for as long as we need to do that. And anyone who would like to speak with the counselor, we are not asking for them to have an appointment. So no appointment is necessary. We will start tomorrow morning from 7 to 9, also from 12 to 2 and 5 to 7. We will assess those and increase those times as we need to address all of our employees. This is a horrible event during an already difficult year through the pandemic. We appreciate the support of law enforcement and our community, and we will get through this together. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. And at this time, we will entertain any questions. Yes, ma'am.
Are you guys aware of any of the victims are part of the Oneida Nation?
We are not at the liberty to disclose any of the identities. The Brown County Sheriff's Department should be releasing those names tomorrow morning.
Are you able to share the employees who were shot, what their positions were at the restaurant, and then also what they meant to the casino complex?
Again, anything relative to the specifics of the shooting, we cannot address. That will be referred to Rebecca Bowie with the Department of Justice. What we're looking for here is to communicate to our community what the nation is doing, how they're reacting, and the things that are important in moving forward and towards recovery. So the specifics of the investigation and that incident will be referred to the Department of Justice.
How closely are you guys working with the Madison Hotel and the Police Kitchen? You guys are close in proximity, but are you guys working together to help the community out?
Yes, we're sister properties, so we are business partners and we work well together.
Both the operations are under the umbrella of the Oneida Nation.
Vice Chairman, you mentioned the preparedness analysis that you guys will do once this is all done. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Over the course of the last several years, we've been doing active shooter drills, ALICE training within all our facilities to make sure we're prepared for events like this. And so, when this happened, Radisson is also a part of that training as well. And so, when this happened, we're going to look at how effective was the training, what did we need to do, how effective was that training, and did we follow it to, as any situation, everything changes when you're in the heat of the moment. So that's the difficult part of making sure that it's continuing to do more in light of any possibilities of this happening again.
Are there any other questions for for Vice Chairman Gilbert Stevens? Are there any questions for Chairman Hill?
Will there be any kind of prayer service or visual setup?
Yeah, we're still, as it goes to our prayer service, we're still kind of evaluating the situation and possible locations as to where we might hold some more of our spiritual ceremonies and making sure that we're reaching out to our employees and people who wish to participate. But that is yet to be determined, but it definitely is something that we do are looking to take care of.
Another question for Chairman?
I got one. How will you continue to make the folks that come to the casino or that complex feel like they can come there and have fun and be safe?
That's, a very, very important question that, as Vice Chairman Stevens had mentioned, really looking at how we evaluate the situation and our response and measure that, I guess, as to how we can do things better. And as we continue to monitor the situation and look at security protocols and potentially how we can improve that, that is something yet to be have a final, I guess, decision on how we can move forward. But as Brandon said, we'll continue to try to get a measurement of how we can improve, and we continue to work through this pandemic, as everyone's aware. And so some things as such as this are pretty hard to stop, but again, it's making sure that we have the measured proper response to any type of emergency situation, and that we have the assets and capability to do so.
How many employees would you say were impacted by this?
We are approximately 150 to 200 employees on property at the time.
And how long will you be offering these counseling services?
As long as it's needed to. We don't have a timeline for that, so we'll provide EAP services, brown county and outer gaming, and as Vice Chairman announced, internal counselors will be out on site for at least for sure this week and next week and however long is needed.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions for the gaming general manager? Are there any other questions for Chairman Hill?
Chairman Hill, the states and the country have seen other high-profile shootings within the workplace or within places of leisure like this one. Can you just share your reflections on just becoming home for youth?
Yeah, actually, I was away on a camping trip with my family to the Northwoods, and got the call from our chief of police. And so as soon as the situation started to unroll, been in phone contact with my colleagues and senior management through this entire process, and until I could actually make the 3-hour drive home and get in here to make sure that we're here and that the proper measured response is in place. And so it's a very difficult situation, as Vice Chairman stated, that we look at everybody here as family, and so a loss like this is devastating.
All right. Any other questions? All right, we do want to thank you all for your patience and for coming and for helping us communicate out to the world the needs and what we're looking forward to in recovery of our community and all the moving parts. And as I said, tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, Brown County will be having a news conference, and we're told that they will announce the names of the victims at that time. Thank you.